the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for being with us on this very special Christmas Eve. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. For Chicago, they've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. Hey, Shaq, let's talk about Pau Gasol. One of the most versatile 7-footers you can find. What makes him so good?
Ernie, he can do it all. He can post up, he can face up, he can pass, dribble, shoot, defend. But the question is he better than Marc Gasol? Things that make you go, Ernie.
Doesn't make me go,
Way to mess up my ending. Thanks. It sounded nice.
So what makes him so good?
Like I say, he can do it all, Ernie. But is he better than his brother? Things that make you go,
That does make me go,
Nice, Ernie. Way to back me up this time.
It does. You were absolutely right. Spot on, as always. Let's go to Kevin Harlan, courtside.
And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. At the small forward position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 34, Mike Dunleavy. At guard, 6'7" from Marquette, number 21, Jimmy Butler. At the other forward position, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 16, Pau Gasol. The man in the middle from Florida, number 13, Joakim Noah. And at guard, 6'3" from Memphis, number 1, Derrick Rose. The head coach for your home team is Tom Thibodeau.
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Well, it was the Chicago Bulls winning their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it, had them on their hands the whole time.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Lakers right now, Johnson out there with Davis, and there's Bryant, then there's Price, and it's Hill in at the 5 down low. Just 3 to shoot, and that's collected by Hill. Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played Clark, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. So the fit with their spread-out system might have limited his playing time.
The Lakers on D. It's a 3-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Here's Kobe, averaging 24 points per contest. Hill sets the screen for Kobe. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock for 3, Price. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
For 3.
And here's Rose, coming off a stellar performance against Washington. There's the dish to Butler. Fades. There's the bucket. Good.
You don't see the wide open fadeaway shot too often.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Hill, a screen on Butler. Johnson left side. For the three. Kobe, no good. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Well, the Lakers have been in a bit of turmoil in the last few years, and it comes back to not being able to find the right coach.
Butler kicks it to Noah. Gasol trying to free himself up, and there's Joakim Noah on the assist by Butler.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Price, the pass to Bryant. Back to Price. And the pass to Johnson. Tries a three, and that one's good. Price has got a couple of threes now in the first for Los Angeles.
A few coaches have been given looks since the end of the Jackson era in L.A., and needless to say, it's hard to replace a guy like that.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Noah with a screen on Price. Noah kicks to Butler. That drops. Butler's got his second bucket of the game to go. And for the Lakers, Steve, it's really hard to build something because there is a pressure to win now as well.
I would say that taking their time and not trying to rush back to winning would be the best thing that this franchise can do.
Johnson dishes to Davis. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Kobe goes in, takes a three. No good from Price. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Noah kicks to Butler. Noah against Hill. Noah, the pass to Butler. Right side, Butler. And the wide open shot from Rose. It's good from long range. Rose has got himself on the board with 3 there.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Johnson dishes to Bryant, and stolen by Butler. Rose with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Rose attacking. Butler kicks to Rose. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 6 to shoot. Butler passes to Rose. No good from outside.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Left side, Kobe. And the layup's good off the glass.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Here's Rose. The shot is off. It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers live this Thursday night.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
And you could see early on, guys, they were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've done.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
So it's the Lakers now, and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Carlos Boozer. Jeremy Lin is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Robert Sacre, and it's Young in at the small forward position.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
Now here's Butler. Carlos Boozer unable to get his shot to go. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Lin kicks to Young. Back to Lin. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. You look at Butler, one of the game's best, second in the league. And of course, Kobe Bryant doing just as much.
You know, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. Typically, as a two-guard, you're going to be on the perimeter a lot more often than you will be inside.
Yeah, but for all of these guys, you can point to their quickness as well as their superb instincts as to why they wound up on the list. I mean, you've got to have that nose for the basketball. One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right, a terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Brooks outside. Over to the wing. Heinrich dishes to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
You know, the Bulls' offense was not that great last year. As a matter of fact, they struggled to score. But when they did get to 100 points, they were one of the best teams in the league.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, Kirk Heinrich signing a deal to stay in Chicago. He said, I grew up a Bull in this league and will always think of myself as a Chicago Bull. Guys, his scrappy game is very much appreciated. As Taj Gibson has said, he's one of the toughest guys I know. He doesn't shy away from anything. He's one of those dog kind of players. Back to you.
A great fit in their defensive system. Heinrich accepts the challenge every single night, Doris. Thank you. Now here's Heinrich. Carlos Boozer unable to get his shot to go. Oh, that's blocked. Heinrich against Young. Ellington, the pass to Lin. The feed to Ellington. He kicks it. Butler with the steal. Pass to Mirotic. And again, Chicago. No good. Lakers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Now, as you said with the Bulls, a 22-2 record last season when they got to 100 points.
Well, it's a perfect example of how dominant their defense is. I mean, if they got to 100, they knew they could count on their D every single night. But getting to 100 was the problem. They did not score very easily.
Here's Brooks following the bucket by the Lakers. Mirotic gets the bucket.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Joakim Noah is checked in for Mirotic. Gasol comes in for Taj Gibson. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Aaron Brooks. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Price kicks to Johnson. Pass to Bryant. Hill sets the screen for Bryant. And here's Price for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Outside Rose. Gasol, a screen on Bryant. Rose loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Rose has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls. LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Price dishes to Johnson. And Hill has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Johnson outside. Connects on the 17-footer. Johnson's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Noah with a screen for Rose. Noah the pass to Gasol. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Well, he's been an 80% free throw shooter on the season. I mean, he's shot the ball with confidence from the stripe.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Here's Kobe. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Lakers lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And, Coach, in this kind of a matchup against this team, how important is keeping control of the ball and limiting turnovers?
It's huge. Light ball turnovers, if you put them in the open floor, they're very difficult to stop. But we got to play some defense. We're not playing any defense right now.
Tom, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Here's Price. And you look at the Bulls, a bit of a different look for them, trading away Dang. They amnesty Carlos Boozer. It seems they're shuffling the deck.
No question about it. They bring in the Spanish League MVP and Nikola Mirotic. They've had some good draft choices as well, so a lot of new bodies for the Bulls.
D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the back. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Gasol, a screen on Price. Shot's good from Butler.
And for the Bulls, you have to remember that Derrick Rose is still in his mid-20s. So with his injuries pushing back their timetable slightly and a new luxury tax structure that's more punitive than ever, the Bulls opted to go a little younger and control their costs.
So it's the Lakers now. After the Bulls pick up 2. Hill sets the screen for Bryant. Lakers working the ball around now. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. And it's 7 points for Kobe Bryant. Clark and Steve, this game has a lot of character here in the 3rd period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 in total, Clark. So this has been a great game. Both teams playing hard and really competing out there.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, a close partnership between Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau and center Joakim Noah. Noah said, quote, "The way each of us sees the game can be totally different, but he'll fight anybody to win, and I will too." Noah says Thibodeau's changed too, adding, "He's opened up a lot more, asking how we're doing, what we're thinking." Kevin?
They're really the backbone of that team. Thanks, Doris. Now here's Kobe. He's got 7. Shot clock at 6. Johnson's shot is off.
And guys, you know it, the Bulls are a financially conservative team and probably the most reluctant among big market teams to pay the luxury tax. So they're trying to win and turn a profit, and until they're in legitimate position to win a title, you can't fault them for that. In one phrase, it's called managing the business.
Here is Bryant. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. No good on the triple.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Butler kicks to Rose. Back to Butler. The 3. The rebound by Johnson. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. He feeds it to Price. Davis against Gasol. Left side Davis. Back to Price. Puts up a 3. Los Angeles with another miss. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. He dishes it to Noah. The jump hook. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Joakim Noah, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, and for the Bulls, it really seemed like their defense and their offense revolved around Noah.
Now here's Price. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Hill. Hill's got his first points of the game.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And Joakim Noah, as you said, the Defensive Player of the Year and the assist leader for the Bulls last season, playing the center position.
And that's why he deserved consideration for a spot on MVP ballots. The Bulls, without Rose, they lost Deng, and yet they still continued to win. I thought Noah's play and his inspiration and his desire played a big role in that.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Heinrich comes in for Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Brooks misses.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He wants to see renewed effort from them on the offensive glass. He talked about the second chance points that are out there if they work for them. He also urged them to drive the lane aggressively on offense, saying they won't be able to handle us if we can get bodies to the basket each and every time down the court. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Heinrich outside. Back to Brooks. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. 13 feet away. That is good. Gasol's got 5 now.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
The Lakers in the lead.
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Kicks to Young. Pass to Sacre. Boozer trying to get open. Sacre's shot is off. Bulls have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Brooks outside. Shot from free throw range. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Lakers ahead, up 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls this Thursday, 8 p.m. Central.
And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question, this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
Chicago trailing here. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. Johnson is out there with Carlos Boozer, and it's Young in at the small forward. Now here's Heinrich. Dishes it to Mirotic. It's stolen by Johnson. Kobe with it. He's picked up by Heinrich. Boozer passes to Kobe. Feeds to Lynn. Now here is Young. 11 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark. Young's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Lakers. Here's Chicago, trailing by 4. Heinrich dishes to Brooks. Now the pass to Butler. Yes, and the foul. That's on Nick Young.
Boy, just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Dunleavy comes in for Kirk Heinrich. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Aaron Brooks. And then for Los Angeles, Hill, he's checked in for Boozer. Davis comes in for Nick Young. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Now here's Price. Johnson kicks to Kobe. There's the dish to Price. The feed to Johnson. From past the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now Dunleavy. He kicks it to Noah. Pass to Dunleavy. To take the lead. Good. Dunleavy's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin and Steve, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
Yeah, I believe it, because these two teams so well matched up. You look at the talent. I think we're in for a very, very competitive night.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Butler on the way. Wide open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And it's 13 points for Butler.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
And the Lakers call time here. The Bulls making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He said, guys, This is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Chicago leading. Outside Rose. Here's Butler. That doesn't go either for Butler. The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Price kicks to Johnson. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. A baseline J, and the Lakers with another miss.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Outside Rose. Here's Butler, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead. Timeout called the Lakers. Here's Price. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. And 11 points for Kobe Bryant.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Dunleavy the pass to Butler. Hill pulls it in.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Launches a 3. Again, the miss by Kobe. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Rose gets to Gasol. Davis with some nice D. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Price dishes to Johnson. Bryant is doubled. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Gasol. 4 on the clock to tie it up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, they had a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before that shot attempt.
Yeah, and giving up free throws isn't ideal here, Steve. You know that, but at least they've got the clock stopped.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And I'll tell you, the other thing, guys, is the mid-range shot has been something that's really worked well for them tonight. Nice work at the line, Kevin. You know, in a game this close, you have to cash in on your free throw opportunities.
Rose passes to Noah. Yes!
When Noah gets going like that, forget about it.
And the Lakers call time here. They're losing by 2. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Price. On the wing, Kobe, defended by Butler. Johnson, a wide open look, kept alive.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep. Huge points. That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket. Desperate.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
urgent possession here, Clark. They need a basket.
No doubt about it, Steve. They need quick, efficient scoring.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Derek Rose at the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 6. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Well, there's a little bit of time here to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Very much so. Either way you cut it, they're going to need a pair of threes and some help at the other end as well.
Johnson left side. Here's Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Shooting for Los Angeles. And Davis taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So he comes up empty at the line. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul. Derek Rose at the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To stop the run. 3-pointer Ellington. Can't get it to go. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, first off, congratulations on this win, pal, and tell us how you feel about the team's progress so far this year.
Well, we've done a lot better. We've done a lot better recently, and we want to continue. We don't want to get complacent. I think we still got ways to go and things to improve. But we're definitely doing a lot better than we were.
Always good to see signs of progress, pal. Thank you for the time. Gentlemen?
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Jimmy Butler.